But honestly, I really loved it a lot just because I feel like that let us like really be able to dig down in there and like really just continue like the conversation versus like when you're in a big group, sometimes, you know, the conversation might change gears before it gets back to you and stuff. And I feel like every time I do living room conversation, but like today especially, I felt like I was really able to like make some new discoveries and like develop new insights. And that's like why I really love to take part in these conversations.
This is one of the things that we never noticed. So it's great to see everybody was on basically the same ground. There was no disagreements or arguments or anything. It was really positive reinforcement in how we all look at things now and how we see things changing, how we can make that change.
I was so grateful and honestly a little surprised, but not really, about how much I learned. And like, that's the thing that I appreciate most about these conversations. A reminder that like, the learning is never going to stop, and it's never, you know, and this is such a good tool to use even outside of school when discussing these issues, because you really do learn so much.
But I think the best thing I learned, you know, just from these conversations in general, is just like how to listen and how to take in information and how to just learn from different people in different walks of life. We don't see that enough right now, and I think there's the conversation and the listening is missing. So being able to be a part of this was so helpful. I really just enjoy the whole atmosphere that this class brings, and just being open and being so able to be like free and just speak my mind without feeling like any pressure, any type of negativity coming from it.
It is really nice to finally to have a space where we can have these kind of conversations, because even like around people that we do care about or that we do feel comfortable about, like maybe they don't feel like having those kind of conversations yet. So having a space where you can talk about these kind of things and not feel like you're just that weird person out of left field, like it feels nice, and it just feels like I don't know, it was very comfortable. And even just having you, Professor Kerr, and you, Erica, stop by and give your 2 cents, like, it was really nice, and it just, you know, gives us that opportunity to be able to talk about these kind of things in ways that maybe we would never have been able to before. So thank you so much for that.
I constantly put in the work to make sure and check yourself, even if it's something that you hadn't come across before. Like, things are constantly changing. There's a bunch of different human experiences that you may not be familiar with, but as long as you're putting in the work to, if someone confronts you and say, hey, that what you said made me feel uncomfortable, then you should be able to put in the work to change your behavior. And I really like that conversation because it brought up different experiences within the other people in the conversation where they may have felt like someone didn't like actually put in the work to grow from a place or grow from a situation where they should have, in order to ensure that this space was as safe as it could be.
I think it was good to have this as like a sense of, I just guess, of relief of being able to speak your mind and speak your mind without worry about what someone will think. I guess like I like that. I feel like most of the people, if not everyone in this class, is very like-minded. If they don't really agree with you, at least they're open-minded, which I'm glad to see that.
But I'm so glad that I chose this class and that we do the class this way, like talking out loud, because this is how you learn, like applying it to how your life is, talking about your experience, talking about like, and seeing films and like really letting it sit with you and like talking about it. It's the best way to do these kinds of classes. And I'm glad I got over the fear of like talking about it.
And I also have had like a history of social anxiety, and so this has been super beneficial in like voicing my my thoughts and opinions in like an honest environment where no one was trying to throw stones or anything, because we're all just learning from different perspectives. And so I thought this was great.
My time here has been amazing. It's just, I've always wanted to be part of an internship, and just to like join a class and then that just happened was just an amazing experience. You know, just the civil dialogues, the the Mighty Networks platform. Just like the advocacy for change is just amazing.
It's a safe digital space where everybody can come together and feel respected and feel like they can express themselves without negative judgment, because I just felt like media has been so negative lately, or it can be so biased and portrayed to go towards one way than the other. And like you now explained to me about the polarized, there's always two sides, and so most times we're in the middle, and this is a great way for us to all come together in the middle space and be able to talk about both sides, all sides, and know that we're not the only ones thinking all these things, and it kind of empowers us to take change, to make change, and to take action, and just to advocate for this safe space.